It's a tribute to the immigrant woman in the 1950s whose job was to sew at home. And they were home alone a lot because their husbands had to work in the restaurants. And they had to raise an uncooperative American child like me. I can hear the whirring of my mother's singer-sewing machine as I skip up the stairs. I enter our second-floor apartment at 116 Hudson Street. I see her bent over her machine. It faces the window where she could see that dirty milk sky if she looks up, but she seldom did. I look out the window to see the cars rushing by on the Southeast Expressway. I tell her about my school day, how the teacher had brown dots on her jiggly arms and heated up canned yellow soup on the radiators. It's actually corn chowder. I found out 20 years later. I told her how the teacher wore thick high heels and a furry animal with eyes around her shoulder. She said Americans are like that. They eat canned food, they have brown dots on their skin, not like us. We only eat fresh greens, rice, and fresh meat, and fish, and don't get brown dots on our skin. She never explained the animal around the American teacher's shoulder. Sometimes my mother talks to me about her old life in China while she hangs the wash on the clothesline that reached from our window to the tree branch in the backyard. The tree of heaven it is called. She teaches me how to color. Red goes well with green, orange with blue, my mother says, and I arrange my crayons in my crayon box in that order, so I could remember. I flip collars and cuffs and fold the College Town shirts in a neat pile for Norman, the factory owner, who will pick them up. We use our own machine and our own electricity. Sometimes she sends me to the factory on Edinburgh Street to get spools of thread. I stand on my toes to pull the rope of the freight elevator and ride up to P&L Sportswear, where Lila, Norman's wife, greets me with spools of red thread. My mother would sew until well past midnight. I can hear the click as she turns off the machine, just a few minutes before my dad returns home from the cafe house on Beach Street, where he works as a maître d'. She times it so my father would not know how late she was working. My mother makes 50 cents a shirt and was very proud to hear when she applied for Social Security that she had earned $10,000 in her lifetime, sewing shirts, facing that dirty milk sky and that expressway, which would also someday take our Chinatown home. And that is my last piece, and